Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am Atone. This is Atone Tarot. Capricorn, you are tuned in for the topic of the trifecta. We will be touching on finance, romance, and family, Capricorn. So without further ado, let's get up into your message. I will be breaking down your financial message via this career and finance oracle, pulling 5 cards from that. As it relates to romance, I will get up into it via this relationship oracle deck, pulling 5 cards from that, and I will close out your message via the traditional tarot for family. Now, Capricorn, I will be breaking the video up into chapters, so if you're not here for romance and you just want to hear about finance and family, you will be able to jump to those sections of the video. So let's get up into your finance message, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. All right, Cappy. What's going on with your financial message? What do you need to know in this early month of December, in the first parts of December? I hope all is well with you guys. For my returning viewers, welcome back. For my newcomers, welcome to the channel. I break up my messages every 10 days or so. So you'll get a video every 10 days or so with a new topic in those 10 days. And I do an all signs energy check-in for the entire month. For every month. I just posted December's all signs check-in. So go check that out, Capricorn. But let's see what you need to know as it relates to your money flow. I know this right. This is right in line with a Capricorn right here. Do you see these cards? Come on, Capricorn. Y'all ain't playing about 2026 when it comes to your money, I see. I feel it too. The energy is giving. Blessings, abundance, prosperity. You know, I want that for you, and I see that here. So let's get up into my Capricorn's message. We have manifesting, success, wealth, gifts, and harmony. All right, Capricorn. So it looks like right now in this moment, you guys are really gearing up to receive the blessings that are deserving of you. I'm picking up on a Capricorn who is approaching a season of abundance and blessings that's just going to fall out of the sky, right? And I want every last person that my Capricorn cheerleaded and supported and, you know, was hand clapping while they were on the sidelines. I want all them people to do the same for you, Capricorn, because I will say my Capricorns have been 10 toes down, feet planted to the floor as it relates to supporting those around them in their financial and career journeys. And it's looking like the Capricorn is defining and carving out their time. They're saying, okay, it's my time to get busy as it relates to my money, my business, my finances, because Capricorns are no slouches as it relates to their money. They love money. You know what I mean? They acquire it naturally. But this is some serious attraction of wealth here. This is a serious Capricorn, right? So my Capricorns naturally just go about acquiring and getting, I won't say wealth, but money, enough to at least take care of themselves. They're responsible, serious individuals to their core. But this Capricorn, on top of being serious, they're also now protected. They're also now blessed. They're also now manifesting, praying, celebrating, singing, smiling to the skies because they know now. They like, not only do I have the discipline, dedication, and the wherewithal to make money show up in my physical world, I now have a certain sense of peace that I can draw in such a way that I will never have to want for anything. I'm picking up on a Capricorn collective who is being motivated by something big. You are motivated, and in that motivation you are so centered and grounded that you are able to propel your career and finances forward in such a way that people are going to be like, where the hell Capricorn get that energy from? Like, where did you find the time to create success and wealth at such a rate and momentum that all of us also have the same number of hours to do it? But it's like, I'm picking up on a Capricorn who is doubling down on the game. They like, oh, you thought I was cool before. You thought that my financial situation was just stable, solid. And that's maybe what it was. Like, you were good. The bills were paid. Nothing was getting turned off. You might have had a little savings. But this right here with manifesting success, wealth, gifts, you're about to pull out of your toolbox now another set of resources, skills, tools that people didn't even realize you had. They like, damn, we thought Capricorn was done with getting the money. No, the Capricorn ain't even got started yet. Damn, Capricorn. Okay. Tell them how you about to make a lot of people look lazy, basically. With this spread right here going into 2026, you about to make all of us feel like, oh no, I gotta roll up my sleeve because Capricorn is hustling circles, is working circles around me. I gotta keep up. The amount of wealth and abundance and blessings that are coming your way, Capricorn, are rightfully deserved because you're going to put in the work to get it, and you have supported those around you that you saw working. You model and even study those individuals too for when it was your time, which is now. It seems like, yeah, you wrote some notes down. You don't got to go back and ask nobody no follow-up questions. You was watching, clocking, smiling, supporting, like, yay, yup, go ahead, yup, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and add this on top of that. Not that you were studying someone or anyone for that nature to replicate or copy, but if you had a mentor or a hero or somebody that just inspired you, that person didn't need to be in the same industry that you were even in. You might have just observed how they thought, how they behaved with their family. You know, it might have been something small where you took a look at someone else and you say, you know what, I noticed that person always talked about praying before they went into a meeting, or they always talked about consulting with their ancestors before they invested in something. And while that's not common practice, or it wasn't common practice for you before, you say, well, it don't hurt to try. Let me add and pair that alongside of what I'm already doing, and let's see what I get. And what you get is success, wealth, and your gifts being exemplified in such a way that you create a certain amount of peace for yourself, Capricorn. And I ain't mad about it, and I wouldn't be mad if I was you. Or somebody around you is creating abundance to where you have a very comfortable life. But I'm really picking up on, this is your message. This is for you. This is what you about to do. Your gifts are going to create wealth and success in your life. Yeah. Okay. All right, Capricorn. That's a nice little financial message, if I do say so myself. So let's go ahead and move on to romance. You know, because you can't have romance without finance. And it looks like your finance section is doing all right. So let's see what's going on with romance for my Capricorn collective. sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I love that for you, Capricorn. Come back to this reading a month or so, 6 months, a year from now. Drop it in the comments. Let me know where you are as it relates to your career. If you remember, you be like, A-Tone told me I was going to be abundantly blessed in 2026. And look how 2026 has unfolded for me. Come on back to this reading and let me know how it worked out. I would love to hear about it, because I'm claiming it for you, Capricorn. Hey. As it relates to love, what's going on with my Capricorns? One more card, please. All right, Capricorn. It's looking like 2026 is going to be your year. I don't even know. You have heartbroken, seduction, blowing kisses, the dragonfly, and engagement ring. When engagement ring came out, and I'm going to start with that one, I was still pondering, thinking, feeling the last comment that I made about you circling back a year from now. It really feels like maybe a year from now, you might be engaged to someone that you are just friends with benefits right now, because you don't want to embark on love because of a past heartbreak. So you could be nursing a breakup through dealing with someone else at a very physical high level. You're like, listen, I don't want anything serious. Let's just have some fun, with seduction and blowing kisses. It's a playful energy here between this connection, and you might be aware that you're doing this, or you may not be aware, but it feels like you're leveraging this relationship to help heal some of what went on in past relationships. There's a comparison, there's a comparative essence here. It allows you to see what past situations that you went through and how maybe they weren't as favorable and you should have gotten out a lot sooner, because now in this current situation you're being treated with a certain amount of appreciation and lightheartedness and fun that you just ultimately was not receiving in that previous situation. And it's natural. Whatever is going on with regards to this hot and heavy sexy energy is natural. It naturally happens. You don't have to force it. And it's so much fun, Capricorn. And you're almost amazed by how easy this relationship is. And somebody might catch feelings and want to lock it down by the time the end of 2026 rolls around. And I know this is a December 2025 read, but I'm really picking up on a Capricorn who's going to be engaged this time next year. And you know what I said? Ain't no romance without finance. Your finance section of the read was popping. It was abundant. It was prosperous. You're at the precipice of really rolling out an abundant year financially for yourself, Capricorn. And usually when your finances are good, your love life begins to flourish too, because you're in a more settled, calm state, right? So when you're calm, you're grounded, you're happy financially, you don't have to worry about how you're going to provide for those around you. Love naturally can exist in your world without stress in the backdrop. So, a year from now, this heartbreak is going to be a thing of the distant past. And I don't know. I don't know if my Capricorns are going to accept this engagement. For my women out there who are being proposed to, this is really feeling like I don't get the energy of a Capricorn who is just jumping for joy by way of this proposal. I'm actually getting some nervousness around this proposal and the Capricorn possibly asking for some time to make their decision, to say, can I have a minute to think about this? I'm not saying no, but I really need to make sure that it's not just lust and a physical essence or energy between us that is driving this engagement or this energy of euphoria around our relationship, because there might be residual feelings still a year from now, Capricorn, around a heartbreak that you experienced. So, we'll get to that point in the year, hopefully, where we can really unearth and uncover and dig deeper around what some of your fears may be and why you're apprehensive to just say yes, or you definitively know, no, this is not my time. Let's really unpack that together. So continue to tune in as the year unfolds, Capricorn. But I don't know. I'm seeing some friends with benefits energy that is just so natural and so much fun between you and someone else. The other person is just like, oh yeah, I need Capricorn in my life indefinitely, and we need to go ahead and lock this down. Or my Capricorn is involved with somebody who they can see a long-term life with romantically, because the nature between you two is just fun and lighthearted. Is no stress, is easy. In comparison, there's big comparison energy too. Like whoever you currently or you will be dealing with in the near future, there's a stark difference and very big difference between this new person and your past person. And the difference is so distinct and clear that it has you thinking like, how did I put up with what I was going through before with the other person for so long, right? And or even looking at the new person like, you're not real. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You're only behaving this way because there's no title, right? You have no responsibility to me. But the minute we become something, that's when everything changes. So that could be a part of the apprehension too of one party or the other. Like, if we take it and make it a serious thing, then we might wind up in heartbreak. And I don't want to do that. So there could be some back and forth with one party or another in this because they have residual feelings of heartbreak going on in the background. But we're going to see how the year unfolds, Capricorn, for you. But let's close you out with the family message. Let's see what's going on in your family affairs for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. I am very much looking forward to see how your year unfolds, Capricorn. So yes, yes, yes. Keep up with me. Let's see. Now, that doesn't mean every day is going to be perfect, rainbows, butterflies, and sunshine. But it does look like the scales of abundance and prosperity are going to weigh heavily in your favor in 2026. All right. It's like more good than bad. And you probably have suffered enough bad to even this right on out. So nobody can say nothing to you about all the abundance coming your way. But anyway, let's see what's going on as it relates to my Capricorn's family. This is more manifestation energy, Capricorn. I will say that. So you either are very much or you become very much in tuned in the coming months and throughout 2026. One more card, please. All right, Capricorn. Somebody thought they was going to play with you, but they not. They cannot. They not doing it. They can't. Because you protected in ways that even you can't see. But let me get up into this message right here, Capricorn. You got the Magician, the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Coins, and the Five of Wands. I tell you what. Somebody thought they could wish you ill. It's just going to reverse back to them and it's going to be bad for them. If somebody thought that they could play with you as it relates to trying to take anything from you, excuse me, I advise against it, cross watcher. If you have ill feelings towards a Capricorn and you trying to do something ill towards them and you want them to pay for something that you have conjured in your mind that they did to you, I do not advise you trying to seek revenge on this Capricorn, because you may not even be aware of how someone has some deep rooted envy, jealousy, hate for you, Capricorn, that they speak ill of you when you're not even around, right? And somebody is going to make offering to say, look, I hope the Capricorn falls on bad times. And nope, return to sender with this Five of Coins, Five of Wands. You thought that the Capricorn was going to lose, but the Capricorn don't even know that how protected they are with this Eight of Swords here. She's blindfolded with protection all around her. She don't have to do nothing, and she's tied up. So it's one of them things. This person is going to take such a L that it almost looks like you did it, Capricorn, but you couldn't have because you was all the way across the country. But this person took such a L, and it looks like, dang, did the Capricorn do that to this person? Because before this thing happened to Capricorn, this person was plotting against Capricorn, trying to see the downfall of Capricorn. And the Capricorn was minding their business, not even thinking about this person. And Spirit said no. Spirit said no. Capricorn ain't do nothing to you, so this is a no. Return to sender, as a matter of fact. So someone is going to take a L with this Five of Coins being here. And it's giving karma. It's giving karma big time with this Magician, Page of Cups, Eight of Swords, Five of Coins, Five of Wands. So if it's not you, Capricorn, who is in this Eight of Swords energy, I'm advising you not to become retaliation, like not to seek retaliation against another. Don't worry about it. It will be taken care of. If someone did you wrong or something was wrongfully done to you, it will be taken care of. There will be no need for you to lift a sword up out the ground. Is the center of this message. So whether or not you are the person who is the offended or the offender, you're being advised to let Spirit and the Almighty handle this. Let them fight your battles, because a battle is being fought above on your behalf and you don't even know it. So I don't recommend that you seek any retaliation against someone. And this is a family message. So this might be somebody in your family. And husbands and wives count as family. So this is not work. This is not boyfriend, girlfriend energy. This is nephews, nieces, aunties, uncles, mommies, children, that type of energy. Somebody. And, listen, it's usually the people that are in closest proximity to us. that can sometimes want to cause us harm. That's just the way life is. Like, right, wrong, or indifferent, I cannot say. I am not the one to speak to those things. I try not to define those classifications of right, wrong, because who am I to say? But I will say that somebody has some either envy, jealousy, anger, bitterness towards you, Capricorn, inside of a family dynamic, so much so that they want to maybe seek some form of revenge, or they're hoping that you take a loss in some way, like hoping, and they could be hoping, and so I don't want these things to come across as evil. These are not evil things. These are things that as humans we do sometimes, and we don't even realize that it can be seen as real ill when you put it up on the board and you put some light on it and you really unpack your own feelings towards another. You really start to see, ooh, that's kind of ugly, that's nasty, that's my ego. It happens to the best of us. And I'm explaining that because this is a situation where someone could feel like they want you to lose because they, in their mind, see it as you need to take this loss so that you can learn a lesson. Capricorn refuses to listen to me, so I hope that they lose ABC 1, 2, 3, so that now they're in a position of submission and needing to humble themselves and come to me, and now they have to listen to whatever I say. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. We may not even realize as family members that we think and feel that way about other family members, but it happens all the time, where you wish something ill of another family member so that you can get something out of the deal, where that person may come to you and need you in a way, because we deep down we want to feel needed. We want to be of use. You know what I mean? We don't want to be used. We want to be of use. So subconsciously, it could be innocent with this Page of Cups being here. Somebody is saying, you know what, Capricorn all is talking about doing this and doing that. They need to be out of commission for a little while so they can see what the struggle is like. So that, you know, it's that type of energy, right? And that's how hate creeps up into families and friend groups and things like that. But, you know, no worries, Capricorn, because it's not anything that you need to even do to correct and fix it. But I do see that it will come to the light. Somebody's going to either tell on themselves or speak about your situation in such a way that you're going to hear it. You're going to hear the backhanded compliments or the comments that are made where you can tell it's a little more underneath that, you know, something along those lines, where you hear it and you're like, oh, this person don't really champion me. Remember at the beginning, if you did stick around for the career portion of the read, the first thing I said was your people better support, champion, and cheerlead you in the same way that you did for them, right? This is given that they may not. They see you reaching, aspiring, and going after something, and they may not be in agreement for whatever that thing is. They don't think that you should be doing that. They think maybe you should be doing something else, and they start to make comments against whatever it is that you're doing. And it's like, damn, I remember when you started your endeavor, I was proposing ideas on how to make it better. I was available for brainstorming sessions with you. And now when it's my turn, when I'm standing something up, I'm hearing about how I'm not going to be able to do it. Maybe you're putting up every roadblock. This person is putting up every roadblock as to why you can't do it. Oh, you can't do that because you don't have enough time. Oh, you can't do that because how you going to do this? Oh, you can't do that. It's giving that. right? And that type of energy, while the person may think they are helping, they're doing the opposite of helping. And unfortunately, they may be shown inadvertently in such a way that you are right, Capricorn, that it is prosperous for one to seek out abundance in whatever way that this person is telling you not to. So, just let it cook, see how it goes. But that is your message, Capricorn. I hope that it helps. And until next time, peace.